Hey everyone, it's PotatoPikachu, and in this video I'm going to talk about the best skins you can get for every gun in CSGO for a low price. These are going to be relatively the cheapest skins you can get for each gun, but not all of them are going to be exactly the cheapest because some of them just look better if you pay just a bit more. I will also be pricing these skins according to their field tested conditions. Well, mostly all of them. There's going to be some where it's minimal wear or factory new, but that's only a few of the skins I present. So if you do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. It's free and it really helps the channel out. I greatly appreciate it. So sit back, relax. There's going to be a lot of guns I'm going to be talking about. After all, it's going to be every gun in the game. I'll keep it short and brief because it shouldn't be too long. And let's get right into our first category, the pistols. The first pistol we have up is the USP-S Cyrex in field tested condition, going for $1.64. I would say that this is probably the best USP-S skin you can find at this price point. It looks really good. It's very simple yet detailed at the same time. There is also the USP flashback if you like that more, but in my opinion, I just enjoy the Cyrex much more. It still is a bit pricey, going over $1.64, but I think it's well worth it. For the P2000 on the other hand, we have the handgun going for only 37 cents. It's a very simplistic design, yet the color choice on this gun really works well for the P2000 itself, and that added word of the boom at the end of the P2000 just makes it a little more interesting overall. If you're a P2000 user, then I really suggest going for this, otherwise just stick to the USP-S. Shifting towards to the T-side counterpart, we have the Glock 18 Weasel going for 38 cents. This is such a good design for how cheap the price is, and I really enjoy this Weasel graphic on the Glock itself. It's simply very nice, it looks very elegant, and I would just want to use this all day. Most of the Glocks at this price point are simply just boring. There really isn't much going for them, but on this Weasel, it's the entire graphic on the entire gun, which just makes it more awesome. The P250 Wingshot is going for a flat $1. It's a very nice design P250 that I believe is worth your dollar. There's simply nothing wrong with this at all. It's very simple, it's a nice design, and I think it really pops in game. It is certainly one of the better designed P250 skins we have. The dual Berettas Dueling Dragons are only going for 20 cents, and the design is simply marvelous given that it's a depiction of dragons on the dual Berettas itself. It's a very clean skin, and I'm sure you would love to use this as you're spraying down people. The CZ75 Eco is only going for 35 cents, and I think that it should be worth way more. The design is very simple, yet the colors just work well together. The green and white are such an awesome pair, and I just like this skin a lot. You really can't go wrong with this color choice. The 5.7 Buddy is currently only going for 37 cents, and what drew me in for this was just that CT face on the back of the 5.7. There weren't really any distinguishable 5.7 skins out there at this price point except for this Buddy. It simply is just very interesting, it's very fun, and it's just hilarious in my opinion looking at that CT. The Tech 9 Avalanche is a $1 skin that really pops in your face, and it's just a bright Tech 9 skin overall. I really enjoy the blues and the whites that this Avalanche provides, and I think it's one of the higher tiered Tech 9 skins in my rankings. I would have went with the brother to go hand in hand with the Buddy, but I think the Tech 9 Avalanche is just too good of a skin to pass by. The R8 Revolver Amber Fade in factory new is going for 96 cents, and this is the poor man's fade, but I think it still looks good overall. It really shines in the sunlight, and that was one of the reasons why I picked it. It just really looks good when it's out in the sun. The Desert Eagle Light Rail is a 98 cent skin that is a cheaper alternative to the Blaze. It really looks good in game, it's a very popular skin, and honestly, I think it's worth every penny. It's another skin that just really shines in the sun. Moving on to the SMGs, we have the MP9 Goo that is currently going for 37 cents. It's a very unique and interesting design that really works well with the color choices that have been made, and it's just a really nice skin that also doesn't scratch easily, so I would take this than the other cheaper MP9 skins we have. The Mac 10 Last Dive is a 59-cent skin that currently has a bunch of different patterns you can obtain, which makes it very cool. Clearly, you can see on the video right now that I didn't get the best of patterns for the Mac 10, but there are cooler patterns where you can see the dragon more clearly. It's an awesome and unique orange and aquamarine skin. The UMP Arctic Wolf is a 37-cent skin that I wouldn't believe actually be worth so little. It's a great design that I believe is one of the best UMP skins we have in the game. The design and their color choices used just make this skin just pop out so much more on the UMP itself. The PP-Bizon Photic Zone is going for 36 cents in minimal wear condition, and overall this is another skin that really pops in game, and the design is relatively simple as well. Use this to your heart's content. The MP5 Kit Bash is a 73-cent skin that symbolizes the CT side with its color choice and the kit design on the MP5 itself. Although it's subtle, I think that they really did a good job with this skin, and it's a very unique MP5 we have. The MP7 Cirrus is a very bright blue skin that's only going for 14 cents, so you really can't beat this price for how good this skin looks. For all the people who love the color blue, this skin is perfect for you, especially if you also like using the MP7. It's simple, executed well, and also very cheap. The P90 Grim is a 17-cent skin that is also one of my favorites for the P90. I really enjoy the color green, and I think they did a really good job for this skin with the green skulls. I think it looks very awesome, and for such a cheap skin, I would even say that it should be worth a little bit more. But moving on to the heavies, we have the Nova Wild 6 going for 66 cents. Just like the name entails, this is such a wild Nova skin, and it just looks so crazy in game that I think is very unique and also appealing at the same time. Stand out with this skin as you pop off heads in game. The Mag 7 Monster Call is worth 72 cents, and it really has grown on me with how awesome the design is and the color choice used. It's such a well-designed skin that I instantly grew to like it once I saw it released. Maybe I'll use the Mag 7 more. The sawed-off Apocalypto is going for 53 cents, and this is another super unique sawed-off skin that just looks so good in game. It's so unique, the design is just so cool, and if the sawed-off was just a little bit better, I would use this much more often. The XM1014 Seasons is a 53-cent skin that is overall just a really fun skin to have. It depicts the colors of the leaves as the seasons change, and I really enjoy that sort of thing. To top it off, there are also different patterns you can have, which also make it a little bit more desirable to find the best pattern. The Negev Dazzle in minimal wear condition is going for 21 cents, and it's a blue and white skin that just really pops in game, and especially with the fact that you're using a Negev, the design just looks very crazy. This is the M249 System Lock. It's 14 cents, and honestly, I don't even know why I'm reviewing this. Who cares about the M249? We move on to the rifles, and we start off with the Famas Survivor Z going for 28 cents, and I really like how this design is. I like that it's scratched up a bit as it gives it a bit more character and a bit more depth to the skin overall. On an otherwise plain looking skin, the scratches just add a bit more roughness to it and make the skin look a bit more better. The Galil Cold Fusion is going for 16 cents in minimal wear condition. This skin is super unique, it looks really awesome, and the fact that it's only 16 cents just makes this a much better skin in my eyes. I think this is the best Galil skin you can have at this price point. It's such a cheaper skin, and I haven't seen too many people using it in game, so it also has a unique factor to it as well. The M4A1S Flashback is probably the best skin you can get for the M4A1S at a cheap price, going for only 63 cents. all the better looking M4A1S skins are way more expensive compared to this one, so I think that this is the best one you can get for at such a low price. It looks like it's worn down a lot and it just has a lot of character to it, which add on to the quality of this skin, and I overall think that it's pretty good. The M4A4 Magnesium is a 29-cent skin that overall is a bit plain looking, but the design isn't bad at all. It's kind of like a white blaze that adds a bit more character to this plain looking skin. And at this price point, you really can't complain for the quality of this skin. The AK-47 Baroque Purple is $1.92, but honestly, even though it's a bit expensive, I think it's well worth the price. This is a cheaper alternative to the AK-47 Redline, as both of them work perfectly for sticker crafts. There are cheaper AK skins like the AK-47 Uncharted or the Elite build, but honestly, I don't really like the design of those two. I think the Baroque Purple is just vastly superior to those two skins. We have the AUG Arctic Wolf going for $1.17, and I think it's well worth the money considering how good the skin looks on the AUG itself. The design really pops, it goes all the way all over the AUG, and I think it's fantastic. More people are using the AUG, so you might as well accompany it with an awesome looking skin. The SG553 Darkwing is a 53-cent skin that is just a very nice design, including black and red. The other SG skins that I've looked through have been otherwise a bit too plain and a bit too boring, but the Darkwing itself just looks really fun, it looks really nice, and I really enjoy the colors used as well. We have the SSG-08, otherwise known as the Scout, in the Abyss skin going for 25 cents. This is a super old skin that I think has aged really well with the rest of the other Scout skins we have in the game. This skin has a bunch of different patterns you can get with a variety of different blues on the skin itself. It really pops in game, and for the price point, I think it's one of the best you can get. The Apotheris is a bit more pricier, going for $2.55, but I think it's well worth the money given that, in my opinion, it's probably one of the best op skins in the entire game. The design itself is just so memorable, and the color choice used just makes it so perfect given that it's kind of an emerald skin on the snake. Honestly, I think this skin should be way more expensive than it actually is, but thankfully it is cheaper and a lot of people can afford it. It's well worth the $2.55, and I think you won't regret it if you buy this. The Scar 20 Enforcer is 54 cents, and this design really helps the orange pop out on the skin itself, making it look better than it actually is. It's a cool Scar 20 skin, and I really can't complain with it. We have the G3 SG1 High Seas going for 37 cents, and this is a super awesome skin. It looks really nice on this gun, and the design is very intricate, making it look like it belongs to royalty. Honestly, I'm surprised by how good this skin looks, and I might have to actually buy one myself. But that's it for this video, and these were all the cheap skins for every gun in CSGO according to my opinion. If you don't have too much of a budget, then these skins will be perfect for you. These are not the only cheap skins for each of these guns in CSGO. There are still plenty, but I think these were the best out of the bunch. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you found any of these skins to your liking, and I really do appreciate you guys tuning in. If you did enjoy this, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I'm really grateful to each and every one of you. I'm PotatoPikachu signing out. Peace.